Welcome, y'all, to iced coffee time and YouTube time with Madison and Christine. You guys, we are now hanging out in the tropical Florida vibe out here and sending those watery vibes, those beautiful, yummy vibes your way in these deeper conversations. Today, I really moved to talk about the abuse frequency and what's up right now, you guys. Again, I speak from personal and collective experience and gathering, and it's almost like what's cooking, right? With working with clients, just the themes that are up right now. And my intent is just to bring a deep validation, understanding, and a deepening of empathy to you. I take you seriously. I take abuse seriously. And I take the whole process of healing seriously so we can all find relief and understanding the wild. How do we deal with these certain creatures and how do we get through in the most unscathed way possible, though the hurt is very present in a lot of it. So, deep breath for all of you. For these times right now, you guys, that frequency, that light frequency is up at its highest right now. And there's not one of us who's exempt of feeling yet another abuse that we hadn't felt, another rock unturned that is now being turned over. And if we don't look at these things, you guys, they truly will bite us in the freaking ass, okay? So I'm feeling, like I've said a couple times already in this video, a really deep connection to the empathy of abuse and the body memories that are up right now. This is a major, massive wake-up time, you guys. And those of you that are watching my videos and have been watching them know that I'm really speaking to those of you, well, to anyone, but that are really waking up. You're most likely a sensitive and empath. Maybe you feel confused, you feel conflicted, you're like, what the hell is going on? Who the hell am I living with? Like, wake-ups are happening. And I want to say on one level, huge congratulations. Huge congratulations because you're waking up. And is waking up comfortable? Most likely, no way in hell. So the abuse frequency, what do I mean by that? As we wake up and we get more in our self-worth, we also get more safe in our bodies to feel that which wasn't felt in our childhood or wasn't felt when you lost one close to you through death, through relationship. The more we wake up and the more we get connected in our bodies, the more we feel, right? And that can feel like falling on concrete. And it can feel like every inner bone is breaking and broken. And you can be the most educated person on this planet, the most powerful therapist, you name it. But you're human. We are all human. And this is a time right now where it's amped up. And I want, again, to send empathy and validation to any of you that are feeling lost, feeling a helplessness you're not used to feeling. Maybe you're used to feeling happy and like all of a sudden it's like, whoa, like a ton of bricks just hit you. There's a lot of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder is up. Depression. We've got clinical depression. Clinical depression is if you felt depressive symptoms for over a couple of weeks of feeling like this apathy, feeling helplessness, despair, hopelessness, lack of motivation, of course, sort of head fog, a sense of like spacing off. And I'm not saying in the good way, I'm talking in the way where there's like this dissociative going somewhere else. Perhaps you have insomnia. These are all symptoms, irritability. And if you've had that for more than 2 weeks straight, a high recommendation to seek help. It is not weak to seek help, you guys. It is strong. It takes so much courage. And There's also other symptoms, of course, anxiety, panic, and so many different freaking things, right, that are up right now for people. Now, these are all trauma responses that I am speaking of and speaking to. I myself, you guys, just freaking week ago, of course, I went through this huge move and going through my own wake up. And that just brought up way more to look at, which I'm grateful for in the flip of all of that. Went through a couple of days of deep, deep sadness. And it, on the flip, again, I am so grateful for it because it deepened my empathy and my understanding of what it means to go into a deep place of depression and sadness, and almost a place where I couldn't speak. Now, I only share this to connect to you. You're not alone. What was that for me? And I only share it in case this might mirror something for you. It was an old cellular memory way back from my childhood that hadn't been processed yet, that was coming up and out of my system. And it was very unnerving. And I've had so much experience in healing, and depression and sadness has not been the default for me of symptomatic stuff. It's been more anxiety and panic, right? So this was a different place to go. And it was a deep grief, and my body was safe enough to go there finally. Okay, so it's interesting. It's like, congratulations when you're getting into these deep depths, and also it can be very scary. I was lucky to have been through so much that I know I can get through any of it. If you're someone new and you're feeling things and you're like, not used to these feelings, it can feel treacherous and terrifying, and it's really important to reach out. Again, it's strong to reach out and find your people, find the person that gets you, that gets this pain, and run when you don't feel felt or validated. That is not a healing experience, and you're going through enough as it is. So depression, anxiety, panic, these things are up. As we wake up and we heal and we clear all of this stuff. Body memory is a real thing. I mean, even people who have surgery a year later, their bodies often has certain symptoms of that echo of that surgery, right? Grief and loss. Maybe you weren't ready till now, and all of a sudden you feel hit with a ton of bricks, with this feeling of sadness and depression and lack of motivation. There's nothing wrong with you. Stuff is up to be processed, to be looked at, to be connected to be validated. Sometimes that's all it takes is validation, and then it gets the energy running and it moves itself through. Whatever it is, I take you seriously, you guys. Oh my God, do I ever. Like I said, going through that a week ago was really profound for me, to deepen in my empathy and remember what people are going through when you're in that state of being, okay? And then there's the narcissistic wound. This is something I've been waking up, and you guys, this is the time right now, and I'll get back to that, where when we talk about wake up, right, you have been in a relationship for years, and all of a sudden, what was just fine and okay is not fucking okay anymore. And you're like, I've been living with a stranger. Or you'll wake up to certain things that just like, wait, that didn't feel good. Wait a minute. What's going on here? And you find yourself confused, like lost, and like, what the hell? You're interested in deeper connections, interested in different kinds of people you didn't expect. These things are all part of this wake up. Hang on. You do have a tribe. We all have our people, you guys. But the only way we get there is to truly get true with ourselves. And this is a time of letting go of all that is not you, all that is not me. So it can really, really hurt like hell in the process. But the rewards are so great. So the narcissistic wound, I want to touch on that because that encapsulates all abuse, okay? But the narcissistic wound specifically is so bloody intense and so bloody psychically bruising. And the plug-in on that is, I'm going to just give you a resource that has changed my life, that you will feel like you got your PhD on this particular topic after watching her YouTubes that are free. Dr. Ramani, Ramani. I bring this up because narcissistic abuse is rampant right now. And that is the character structure that is antagonistic, high conflict, extremely invalidating, gaslighting, dismissive, devaluing, discarding, usually has this sort of conceit and arrogance and entitlement. Very dangerous, emotionally dangerous characteristic that has confused and hurt a lot of people. And once you understand it and you are educated on it, is that it's something that can fully change your life, even within a few learnings of it, and help you with boundaries and help you realize you're not crazy. They'll churn, their shame is so deep, they'll spin it back on you. And often they pick empaths, people that they can just use you as supply and suck your blood and feel good about themselves, but you're left feeling like, what the fuck? And you're left feeling confused, and you're left feeling like in this crazy making spin. If you're feeling any of that, check in with yourself, with your childhood, with someone. Start talking about it. This is the time, you guys, for bonds of affection. What is that? Linking with people that see you, and dumping the ones that are hurtful and harmful and not mirroring your true essence back. It gets dangerous and extremely harmful. Take it seriously and take yourself seriously in this, okay? And be careful. There's a lot of new age spiritual stuff out there and psychological stuff that will not at all honor this particular wound. And this whole love and make peace and forgive does not fit here. It will hurt you and harm you. So all that being said, you guys, I just wanted to bring that validation and empathy. Just freaking know how powerful you are. It's getting back into our power. This is what this is about. It's an opportunity. And link with the people that you love and they love you, and there's care and there's compassion and there's openness and there's clean and healthy boundaries and honesty and people you can grow with, okay? I know this is a long video, but it definitely is important. And I thank you all so much. Just MadisonChristine.net. And please hit subscribe if this is supporting you and you're still with me. And I'll meet you all on the flip. Thank you so much.